Today, we're diving into the mysterious history of the Rocks Pirates and the astonishing backgrounds of each crew member. The Rocks Pirates, led by Rocks D. Xebec, included future legends like Kaido, Big Mom, and Whitebeard, making them the strongest pirate crew in the world. Among them, crew infighting and terrorist activities were the norm, and the crew's internal structure was chaotic and filled with brutality. Moreover, their actions had a significant impact on the subsequent era of piracy, triggering historical events like the God Valley incident. In this video, we'll delve into the hidden aspects of the Rocks Pirates and their historical impact. If I've missed your favorite scenes, let me know in the comments. Let's get started. First up is the captain of the Rocks Pirates, Rocks D. Xebec. All we know about him is his name, Silhouette, and that he possessed overwhelming strength. It's clearly stated in the story that before Garp and Roger, it was unquestionably the era of rocks. He's even said to have been the first and the strongest enemy of the later pirate king, Roger. However, his personality is said to be the complete opposite of Roger's. Aspiring to be the king of the world, he focused more on terrorist activities than piracy, and even bared his fangs at the world government. Such a rough character, of course, didn't place much value on his crewmates. When his crew was annihilated by Garp and Roger, other pirates said, "It must be infighting." They had zero teamwork. This comment alone tells us that Rocks was considered unbeatable and that their downfall was due to a lack of teamwork. But with the release of Chapter 1096, this impression changed drastically. It seems kind of like Luffy's crew, and they appeared to get along well. This means that without their brutality, they might have been good pirates. Perhaps the portrayal of Rocks as a brutal villain is a mislead. Well, he's a pirate, so not exactly a good person, but there's likely some manipulation of information by Sengoku. Rocks still has many mysteries surrounding him, his appearance yet to be revealed, and many unknowns like his abilities and the extent of his strength. It's unclear if Rocks was an ability user. However, due to his many similarities with Blackbeard, many speculate he had eaten the dark fruit. Similarities include being part of the D clan, the name Xebec, recruiting powerful pirates like on Pirate Island Hachinosu. Considering these factors, it's theorized that Rocks had the same ability, eating the dark fruit. Despite these mysteries, it's confirmed that Rocks was incredibly strong. He was Roger's greatest rival, and it took the combined efforts of Garp and Roger to defeat him, with Kaido seeing Rocks' shadow in the strongest he has seen. The fact that he alone charged against numerous Marines is proof of Rocks' strength. Next up is the Admiral of the Beast Pirates, Kaido of the Beasts. Kaido was the strongest even in his youth, catching the eye of Rocks D. Xebec, and after being approached by Whitebeard, he joined the Rocks Pirates, spending his time as an apprentice. Though it's hard to distinguish due to his imposing presence, Kaido was actually younger compared to the other four emperors, only 15 years old when he joined the Rocks Pirates. Born and raised in a war-torn country, he was forced to fight as a child soldier from a young age, and was hailed as the strongest soldier at just 10 years old. Kaido's past was a harsh one, being used as a political tool. From there, he repeatedly escaped and ended up with a bounty of 70 million berries, beginning his journey as a pirate. With such unbelievable strength and a harsh background for a child, Kaido drew attention from those around him. Upon joining the Rocks Pirates, he was even deemed invincible by the other pirates. Interestingly, the fish fruit, model Azure Dragon, that Kaido consumed was given to him by Big Mom. It was given on the day of the God Valley incident, which led to the destruction of the Rocks Pirates, and Big Mom referred to it as a lifelong debt to Kaido. This fish fruit was a prize in the native hunting competition. There were 6 treasure chests, so not all prizes are known, but among them were the fish fruit and the paw fruit. Initially, Ivankov got hold of it, but Linlin stole it and gave it to Kaido. Next is Big Mom, or Charlotte Linlin. As mentioned earlier, Big Mom was also a member of the Rocks Pirates in her younger days. In the panels depicting the Rocks Pirates crew, she appears completely different, sporting a slim body unlike her current appearance. In the past flashback scenes, she was portrayed as a character with a huge presence, even treating the world's strongest old man like a little brother to the newcomer Kaido. She told Kaido, "Don't trust Rocks. He's no good. If anything happens, come to me." Lin is basically heartless to anyone not related by blood, even discarding her husbands as soon as they've served their purpose in children. However, during the Wano County arc, she and Kaido, while hurling insults like old hag and brat at each other, showed moments of cooperation with combo attacks, and even scenes of them drinking together, arm in arm. It seems Lin may truly think of Kaido as a little brother. Later, Big Mom went on to establish the Toto Land and reigned as its queen. It's known that Toto Land was founded within 3 years after the destruction of the Rocks Pirates. This is deduced from the birth year of Charlotte Montdor, born the year the Rocks Pirates were annihilated, with the birthplace of his siblings up to Mount Dor being on a ship or a certain port. The oldest among Mount Dor's younger siblings, whose birthplace is known, Smoothie, was born in Toto Land. Since there is a 3-year gap between Mount Dor and Smoothie, it's confirmed that Big Mom founded Toto Land on Whole Cake Island within 3 years after the Rocks Pirates were destroyed. Since we've talked about Lin, let's focus on another character who deserves attention, Streusen, who is actually depicted in the corner of the panel. Streusen, a user of the Cook fruit, has been pirating alongside Lin and was also a member of the Rocks Pirates. Streusen is indeed a strong character, as in the Whole Cake Island arc. He was remarked as probably quite strong if he fought. Though he hasn't shown flashy physical skills and his speed remains unknown, the mere fact that he survived within the Rocks Pirates suggests he's undoubtedly a strong character. His eerie presence, having once protected everyone from an explosion, and the fact that he managed not to arouse suspicion of his strength from someone as cautious as Beige, makes him a formidable figure. Next, let's talk about Edward Newgate, better known as Whitebeard. Whitebeard too was a member of the Rocks Pirates in his youth. He later became a legendary pirate, standing shoulder to shoulder with Pirate King Roger, and his power with the Tremor-Tremor fruit was said to be capable of destroying the world. He was the strongest old man in both strength and fame, but in his younger days, he was part of the Rocks Pirates. It's not revealed whether he had eaten the Tremor-Tremor fruit during the God Valley incident. Lin was the only one using her powers at the time, so it's also unclear whether Shiki had eaten the float fruit by then. Interestingly, although the exact reasons aren't clear, there's a possibility that Whitebeard, who had no interest in the OnePiece or treasure, might have joined Rocks for financial reasons. Whitebeard was born on an island in the New World and became an orphan early in life. He turned to piracy but always cared for his homeland, continuously donating treasures to the village he established. He wanted to ease the suffering of the impoverished people and his family back home, so it's speculated that he joined Rocks' lucrative ventures with his family in mind. After the dissolution of the Rocks Pirates, Whitebeard established his own crew, the Whitebeard Pirates, and rose to prominence as a great pirate. Learning from his experiences with the Rocks Pirates, he established strict rules within the Whitebeard Pirates. Speaking of it as a bitter memory, his time with the Rocks Pirates seemed to have been a lesson for Whitebeard. Referring to his crew as sons, and prioritizing family above all, with the only unbreakable rule being against killing a comrade, may also be influenced by his experiences in the Rocks Pirates. Next, we introduced a great pirate known by the moniker Golden Lion, Shiki. According to creator Eiichiro Oda, Shiki was originally planned to be a character appearing in the original story as one of the great pirates during Roger's era. It was revealed through Sengoku's words that he was a member of the Rocks Pirates. The fact that a movie was made with Shiki as the main character was a surprise. And in the SVS, a conversation scene between Whitebeard and Shanks was initially intended to include Shiki's name. However, due to concerns about increasing the amount of information and possibly confusing readers, the idea of including Shiki's name was abandoned. In the special Volume 0 distributed at the movie, Shiki is shown to have a history with Roger from their younger days. Also, Whitebeard pointed out that Shiki might be planning something again, indicating his past involvement in significant events. Shiki is a user of the float fruit, which allows him and objects he touches to float in the air, With enough mastery, he can even make entire islands or seas float, as he demonstrated in Strong World by moving a large island. It's unclear if he's awakened his abilities, but even the known extent of his powers is cheat level. He was defeated early on by Gear 3 Luffy, but he's a character who couldn't be captured without Sengoku or Garp's intervention, indicating his immense strength. However, he does have a weakness to weather phenomena like cyclones. Some people say his ability is a lesser version of the Press fruit. It suggests that Fujitora, who can manipulate gravity in various directions, seems stronger. Next, we'll introduce a character who's gaining a lot of attention in the final arc, Miss Buckingham Stussy. Originally introduced as a gritty old woman claiming to be Whitebeard's lover, she was on a quest for the immense fortune supposedly left behind by him. She dismissed the Whitebeard pirates as mere child's play, asserting that her so-called son Weevil, whom she claims is Whitebeard's legitimate offspring, deserves the inheritance. However, in Chapter 1096, her depiction riding on Whitebeard's back suggests her proclaimed love for him was genuine. The real identity of Miss Buckingham Stussy is the original Stussy, a member of CP0. This means the beautiful woman we've seen is a clone of his older woman, and she is the real Stussy. Her title as a self-proclaimed scientist and a freeloader at Mads has also been revealed. Her son Weevil, with his stitched-together body and the confirmation of his presence in Mads, suggest various possibilities. She might call Weevil her son because he was created using Whitebeard's genetic material, or he could indeed be her biological son. Both possibilities seem plausible. However, given the circumstances, it's more likely he's a clone. Miss Buckingham Stussy, in pursuit of Whitebeard's inheritance, eventually lands on his homeland, Sphinx. The crew's unique personalities remained, but they seem to have more harmony than we imagined. However, during Marco's absence, Weevil defends the village but ends up getting captured by the Marines and is imprisoned. Even amidst these developments, she continues to demand the inheritance and currently remains in Sphinx. Speaking of Stussy, we can't forget about Gloriosa. Gloriosa, also known as Elder Nyan, the former empress of Amazon Lily 3 generations prior, was actually a member of the Rocks Pirates. There was speculation about her connection to Rocks due to her evasive answers about Shaky's relationship with Rocks. But the truth is, it was Gloriosa who was a part of the Rocks Pirates. She retired from piracy 40 years ago, and since the God Valley incident occurred 38 years ago, it's unclear where she was or if she was part of the Rocks Pirates just before quitting piracy. Returning to Gloriosa, as a central figure in the Rocks and an empress of Amazon Lily, she was likely very strong. She's capable of using both observation and armament hockey, which is why she was unharmed even after being thrown off a castle by Hancock. While it may seem like a comedic element, knowing this, the reason for her being unharmed makes sense. Next up is Captain John. Captain John was a legendary pirate known for leaving behind a vast treasure. In the story, he's mentioned in Buggy's commentary and appears as one of Gecko Moria's zombie soldiers. Like the formidable characters we've introduced so far, Captain John was a well-known great pirate who managed to join the Rocks Pirates. He was notorious for his brutality in pursuit of treasure, and ultimately, he was killed in a mutiny by his own crew for hoarding the treasure for himself. His corpse was found with multiple stab wounds. Captain John, as depicted in Chapter 1096, had his appearance revealed, and he looked quite formidable. It's confirmed that he is dead, as he appears as a zombie soldier. However, as mentioned earlier, he survived the God Valley incident since he was later killed by his crew in a mutiny. It's intriguing to wonder if Captain John's famed treasure was acquired at God Valley. Next are the characters Wang Ji and Silver Axe, whose details are still largely shrouded in mystery. What we know from Sengoku's account is that both were members of the Rocks Pirates, with Wang Ji being based in pirate island Hanchinosu, which he served as a boss. Wang Ji clashed with Blackbeard following the Rocky Port incident, in which Blackbeard and Trafalgar Law were involved. After his defeat to Blackbeard, Wang Ji lost his position as the boss of Hachinosu. His current status and whether he's alive or dead remain unknown. but until Blackbeard overthrew him, he was the boss of Hashinosu, a former base of the Rocks pirates. This implies a deep connection between Wang Ji and Rocks. As for Silver Axe, details are scarce, but his appearance was revealed in Chapter 1096. While it's not confirmed, 9 members of the Rocks crew were shown in close-up in this chapter. It's likely that these 9 were the top-ranking members, with only unconfirmed individuals being a man in armor and a character wearing a hat, who are presumed to be Wang Ji and Silver Axe. Based on the zombies in Thriller Bark, the armored character appeared as a zombie soldier, suggesting that the man in armor is Silver Axe and the one with the hat is Wang Ji. At the time, Wang Ji was in Hachinosu, indicating he might still be alive. If those two are indeed Wang Ji and Silver Axe, then the armored character is Silver Axe. The battle between the Rocks Pirates and the Roger Pirates, though its outcome is known, would have been something to witness. Among the many prominent members depicted, there are also unnamed background characters, and the identities of 3 of them have been partially revealed. Most of them are zombies from Thriller Bark. First, there's a character holding the same type of weapon as Blackbeard. This character appeared alongside Silver Axe and was also near Whitebeard, showing up as a zombie soldier in Thriller Bark. Then there's a character with 4 arms depicted near Kaido, likely another zombie soldier, who was shown when Captain John's zombie was introduced. It's intriguing whether Thriller Bark, part of the West Blue, scavenged the graves of the Rocks of Pirates' crew. While it's unclear if Thriller Bark is actually a part of God Valley, the way Moria gathered his zombie soldiers raises questions. The crew's unique personalities remained, but they seem to have more harmony than we imagined. However, during Marco's absence, Weevil defends the village, but ends up getting captured by the Marines and is imprisoned. Even amidst these developments, she continues to demand the inheritance and currently remains in Sphinx. If you like One Piece, we would be happy if you could support us by subscribing to our channel and commenting. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video.